Hello, hello, and welcome to a very short and sweet practice, all focused around the word play. Now, those of you that haven't practiced with me before, you might be a little bit like, what are we doing here? Those of you that are still quite new to practicing with me, maybe this challenge, this commit 30-day challenge, is your first kind of experience practicing with me. But I love to be playful in my yoga and my movement practice. It's a big part of what I cultivate for myself, but also what I really want to bring to the community and the people around me that practice with me. So we're going to be getting a little bit loose, getting a bit free, rolling around a little bit. It's going to be a bit more explorative as opposed to rigid, and we're going to get started standing up. So it's a little bit cold where I am today, so hence the socks for now. So just finding the feet about hip width apart and get a little bit of softness in the knees, finding that buoyancy. Closing down the eyes. Just arriving in your body, arriving in your breath. And really connecting now to this word play. What does it mean to you to play? Especially as an adult, we often lose sight of that connection to play. Or we, maybe if we've got children, we play with them, but do we have that sense of play for ourselves? Do we allow ourselves to be silly and to let go? So just feeling into what that word feels like for you today, rolling the shoulders back a few times. Finding that connection to breath. And we're just going to stretch the muscles through the jaw and the face. And to do that, you're going to start to scrunch, and my voice is going to go a bit weird as I do it and I talk. You're going to start to scrunch the face, open it, stick your tongue out, and just really kind of like see if you can wiggle your ears, see if you can wiggle your eyebrows. Can you go kind of cross-eyed? Can you look all the way around? Open the mouth really wide again. Stick your tongue out. And I hope you feel really silly doing this. So do that again. Let's open the mouth really wide. Stick the tongue out. And then we're going to shake it out the whole way through the body. So shaking out the feet, shaking out the hands. Maybe some of those big releasing breaths. Reaching the arms up, maybe a little shimmy forwards and a shimmy backwards. Big kick out through the legs. Bringing some heat into the body. And then I just want you to bounce just side to side here. I know you thought that you were coming for the yoga, and instead I've got you bouncing side to side. And allow the upper body here to be really floppy. So the arms and the hands just kind of don't really know where they're going, what they're doing. Everything just releasing. And then come to find grounding in the feet. Coming into the hip space, hands to the hips. Big circles through the hips. So pushing them as far forwards, to the sides, to the back as you can. And then going the other direction. Amazing. And then we're just going to take a little bit of body drumming. So body drumming using you can use the fingertips, or I like to personally use the flat of the top of my knuckles. And you're going to tap all the way down the legs, sides of the legs. Lower back feels really nice. Bum feels really nice. Gentle into the pelvic space and the womb space for the ladies. Up into the chest. Make some weird noises. Down the arms. And then just releasing and coming to find a grounding position near the top of the mat. I promise you we'll do at least one real yoga pose, one real asana, just to please everybody. Take an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. You're going to exhale, dive down, find a forward fold. And inhale, find some space again. Exhale, place the hands, step the left foot back. And just from here, you can heel toe that right foot out slightly, just shifting forwards and backwards. Option to lift this right foot as you shift back. So getting a little stretch into that left side calf. And then leaning all the way forwards, finding that lizard now with that right foot wide, hugging that right knee into the right shoulder, finding the activation here. Take an inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky. Option to come up onto the ball of the right foot and open that right arm out. Take an inhale with this right arm in cactus, and then exhale, right elbow come down inside to the center of the body. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, bring it in. One more like that. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, bring it in. Place right hand down, step it all the way back to plank, and then step the left foot forwards. And we can take that left foot to the outside of that left hand. Again, shifting forwards and backwards here. Finding that connection to breath. Last time, and then going into that active lizard as we reach the right arm or left arm, sorry, all the way up to the sky. Cactus, open that left arm, inhale here. Exhale, drawing that elbow in. Option to be on the toe of that left foot. Inhale up. Exhale in. Last time, inhale up. And then exhale in. Place left hand down, step that left foot all the way back, make your way into a downward facing dog. Now, a little option here, depending on what you're in the mood for. This is our day of play. So I'm going to invite some bunny hops. So you can walk the feet in a little bit, get some buoyancy in the knees, and you're just going to take maybe 5 bunny hops. They do not need to be going towards handstand. They can be teeny tiny. If they want to go towards a handstand, entirely up to you. So finding those 5 bunny hops, and then on your 5th one, or maybe you go for a few more, you're going to hop the feet to the top of the mat, feet to the outside edges, drop the bottom down, find Malasana, and have a little wiggle side to side here in your Malasana, in your yogic squat. And then we're going to sit ourselves ever so gracefully all the way down to the mat. Now, lean the chest back. Option to stay here, and this can be your Navasana. You could hold behind the knees, or you're going to lift those feet all the way up. Reach the arms out long. We're going to toe tap down one at a time. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hug the knees in for a moment. Now we're going to be rolling ourselves back, and you're going to find enough momentum to see if maybe you can come all the way up to standing without using your hands. If you need to use your hands, it's fine. I'm going to show you a little trick when you do it. So as you roll back, try and keep your feet about hip width apart, but if you can, send your knees out a little wider and reach the arms all the way through. What I see a lot of is the feet coming down and the knees knocking in together. But if you've got the knees knocked in together, you can't send the upper body forwards in order to find that weight shift to get yourself up there. So let's do it 3 times. And maybe you are so good at this, you want to do it 1 leg at a time. You could try that. It's quite intense. 1 more time. All the way up to standing. How silly do you feel right now? And then ever so gracefully, you're going to bring yourself all the way back down to your bottom. So, because these practices are so short and sweet, we don't have much time. We are going to just take a little forward fold before we come into our last little playful act. So you could be sat up on a bolster, or not a bolster, a block, to give yourself a bit of height here. You're going to take an inhale, and then exhale, folding forwards. We're going to do 4 more breaths like that. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, breathing in. Exhale, fold. And let's just hold here for this last breath or 2. Reaching the crown of the head forwards. And then on an inhale, lifting the chest all the way up. Now, we are going to see if we can find a Navasana option to take a hook between the two peace fingers and reaching the legs out, either wide or together, either way. And then the playful part here is that we're going to roll ourselves back. It's good to have a bit of space forwards and back. Reach those legs up. We rock back, maybe the toes tap down, and then we see if we can find that balance again. And we're going to aim to do this 5 times, or we're going to take 5 attempts. And you can do it legs together. Your toes don't have to touch the ground behind you. Depends how warm and how open you are here today. Finding that balance. 2 more. And then last one. Holding it up here. Woo! And release. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to drop out. So a little Baddha Konasana. Take an inhale as you lengthen the crown of the head up to the sky. Exhale, walk those hands forward. Doesn't matter how far they go. You could always place a bolster in front of you to keep you nice and high. Nice and rested here. Closing down the eyes. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. One more like that. Breathing in. And sigh it out. Take an inhale, lift the chest all the way up. Hands to the outside edge of the knees. Draw the knees together. Come to find a comfortable seated position. Maybe placing one hand on top of the other over the heart space. Close down the eyes. And once again, just after a quick 10-minute wiggle around, see how that word play feels to you today, and how can you carry that word with you when you leave the mat today? How can you bring more playfulness into your day? Let's take one releasing breath here to close the class. Inhale and let it go. Thank you so much. If you enjoy this practice or you're enjoying this whole journey, then do come over to the Soul Sanctuary, because there is so much more. And if this practice felt too quick for you, then even more reason to come onto the Soul Sanctuary, because we are doing 31 days of yoga right now in January, and all the practices are anything from 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and there's a couple of 60-minute practices in there as well. There are over 850 classes, I think, on the Soul Sanctuary now. So there's a huge library of incredible classes that you can do with mostly me, but also some incredible guest teachers. So do come on over there and check it out, and I look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.